Bangladesh is over-regulated economically. Financial sector, one big issue is, I feel very strongly, process moves smoothly. The citizens who have not been able to vote for last, God knows, 16, 17, 18 years, be able to cast their vote, elect their representative to the parliament. You have an elected government, the government who will be accountable to the citizens. And through accountability, obviously, all the problems that we have been discussing, most of the problem boils down to lack of accountability. So I just hope that we have an election which is going to be free, fair, acceptable, and citizens can elect their representatives. And the expectation is way too high, as Dr. Razak mentioned very correctly. The expectation is a sky-high expectation from everybody. The audience sitting here, they would like to see a good capital market. The players in the capital market are all waiting to see that the capital market restores its proper and appropriate order. So the stakeholders in the capital market can play their role, which has been again absent for God knows over a decade. And capital market is so important because I sometimes wonder how the economy has come this far, why the capital market is non-functional in Bangladesh. And the borrowing has been from the high street banks, all the borrowings, practically. Capital market hardly anything, very little to offer. So high street banks with short-term deposit and long-term lending is a total mismatch of fund, as you all know very well. And what we see today with the financial sector, one big issue is, I feel very strongly, because the capital market did not function. Everybody ended up with high street banks and borrowed right, left, and center. Some were used for the industry or the business. Some were laundered out of the country. And the banks are in, and the financial sector is in total doldrum. So if I just give a comparison, I think you guys know better than me that market cap in the US is double the size of US GDP. Market cap in our neighboring country, India, I think it's about 60% of GDP. Market cap in Pakistan, I think it's around 40% of GDP. And what is the market cap GDP ratio in Bangladesh? I think around 5-6%, less than 10%, single-digit figure. So I'm surprised that the economy has come this far without even a functional capital market. So we have to really make sure the capital market works in the future. Bangladesh is over-regulated economically. Everybody is saying, when is your election? And we'll wait till the election. Until after the election, they have, as I said, everyday visitors are coming, but not investing, just waiting for the election. So let us hope and pray that the election takes place on the 12th of February. We can all cast your vote. Every time in the past, whenever we had anything like this, so that the topic of election came up, I always ask the audience, how many have you voted? Nobody raised their hands, you know. So next time round, when we meet like this, I'm going to ask the same question. And I hope all of you can raise your hand, say that, yes, we have voted. We have elected our representative. So we'd like to come to a situation like that. If we get the confidence in the government, whom we have voted, who is accountable to you. I'm sure the investors at home and investors from abroad, they will have the same confidence. If we don't have a confidence in our own government, how do you expect the investors at home and abroad to have this confidence in the government and government policies and policy consistency, which have been missing in Bangladesh? Because nobody is accountable and nobody was made accountable. So we have to have a government which is elected, accountable, and they should be continue to be made accountable, not just the election date and election result.